Hey everyone, I'm Gloria S, Crump, the Queen of Real Estate, and I own the Coastal Leaders Realty Group. And I'm here today with Christina Williams of Choice Home Warranty. And I appreciate y'all tuning in for this week's Tea and Crumpets. And I'm really excited that you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you've actually been selling home warranties for a long time.
22 years actually.
That's crazy.
I started when I was 5.
Yeah, see, that's old real estate right then too. That's awesome. And then now with Choice Home Warranty, you have been with them for how long?
5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
Yeah, and we use Choice Home Warranty a lot. And one thing I like about it is that it doesn't matter if it's a rental.
That's correct.
Yeah.
As long as it's a single family residence, it can be a rental or the residents can live there. The only thing we won't do is commercial property. So
Gotcha.
if it's a house being used, let's just say for a daycare,
Yeah.
we wouldn't cover it then. But
No,
otherwise,
that makes sense.
Yeah, otherwise we're good to go.
Yeah, and that's good because we've run into situations with other home warranties, and this is something that people really need to look into when they're, especially down here with the condominium market and people putting it in rental programs. We've run into where some home warranties will not cover a rental.
That's correct.
And then, I mean, it's just obsolete because we use that in our negotiating purposes,
And you've
especially with
wasted that money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
especially with hot water heaters or with older air conditioners. So
Yep.
that's really good. So what is, I mean, everybody kind of knows what a home warranty is, but what is a home warranty when, you know, someone calls you up and just asks, like, why should I get a home warranty?
Right. So a home warranty is it's a policy that covers the mechanical systems in your home. That's a short way to say
Yeah.
we cover the appliances, the HVAC, water heater, garage door opener. You get some plumbing coverage and electrical coverage, but it's all the mechanical systems of the house.
Okay.
So I would just say to homeowners, it's not structural and it's not cosmetic. So no windows, doors, or floors,
Yeah.
but mechanical things that move and have a mechanical aspect.
Okay. Well, that's really good to, I have to remember to say that too. When someone asks me the mechanical aspect. So let's just say we have a system or something fails. What happens when we file the claim? Do we, you know, what is the process?
Sure. So with us, with Choice, we use like it's an Uber-like dispatch system. That's a little different than the other home warranty companies. Most of them are still using fax machines to fax a work order to the technician's office, and the technician has to get back to his office at the end of the day get those faxes and then schedule. We put everything in a dispatch system, and the techs can actually go to that system and say, well, I'm working in this area today. Let me pull all the claims that are in that area.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So the tech that can get there the quickest is able to pull those claims. So when a homeowner calls or goes to their customer portal, which is honestly the easiest way to place a claim, it takes less than 60 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And that claim is sent over to us. We have to allow a little bit of time for the tech to grab it.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll automatically send the homeowner an email that says, we've received your claim and we are working on finding you a tech. And as soon as the tech is assigned, we will send you an email with your appointment information.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so then they get the email with the appointment information and they just call the tech to confirm and set a time that's good for everybody. And then from there, the tech comes and either fixes it or sends us a report and says it can't be fixed, we need to replace.
Okay. And so once that y'all receive the report, let's just say that it can't be fixed, it needs to be replaced. That's something I feel like sometimes it can vary between home warranty companies on how it goes about. Is it like a guarantee it's going to be replaced and covered by the, or is that a kind of a gray area?
Well, as long as it's due to normal wear and tear, I'll give you an example of one that wouldn't be.
Okay.
So if the HVAC is not working and we go out and the tech sends us a report and says it cannot be fixed, it has to be replaced, and we ask why, and he says the homeowner hit it, and this is a true story, the homeowner hit it with a riding lawnmower and it damaged it and now it won't come on, the coils were messed up.
Yeah.
that is not normal wear and tear.
No, it's not.
So it wouldn't be covered. But if the condenser or compressor failed, the fan motor failed, any mechanical item failed due to normal wear and tear, then yes, if we can't repair it, we will replace it.
Okay. Now, what if it falls to just into the category of age? It's just old.
That's okay. If it can be repaired, again, we'll repair it. If it's past that point, then we'll replace it.
Gotcha. So.
And the rule of thumb for that, the next question people usually ask me, well, is it all 100% covered? I don't have to pay anything but the deductible. So with all home warranties, the equipment will be covered and the labor to install it will be covered. If there's any modifications required, let's just say the plumbing doesn't line up where the old unit did, or the concrete pad's not big enough, those costs are the responsibility of the homeowner.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, and that's good to know that the age might not be a factor.
It's not.
Well, that is great.
Yeah.
That's great. Because we run into a lot of that.
Yes. Well, and sometimes on the home inspection, the home inspector will say the system is functioning as it should, but it has reached the end of its life.
Okay.
And those are still covered.
Oh, wow.
As long as he doesn't note that there is a repair that needs to be made.
Yep.
The age is not an issue for us.
Okay. Well, that is really good to know.
Yeah.
That's not common.
I know.
With warranties. So, but no, we've had great, feedback. I think even we had a situation one time where a couple of vendors had come out to try to fix something. It was a wash machine or a dryer, and you were able, I think, to step in and be like, no, we got this. And it was because you're hands-on.
Exactly. I was just about to say,
Yeah.
that's kind of one of the things when you're shopping for a home warranty. I know price and coverage are important, but they're not the most important. Really, the most important thing is, do you have a rep that you can reach out to on their cell phone, not a 1-800 number, and get them on the phone if there's an issue. If you don't have that, that's a red flag, and I would move on to another home warranty company.
Well, that is good to know. That's a good rule of thumb.
I'm very hands-on because I feel like customers have a better experience.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I do that. And so my renewal rate, my loyalty rate with my realtors is very high, and that's why.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I know there's different levels of warranties available. So, and then
there are. Always get the top plan if you can swing it. That's another thing when you're looking at home warranties. Be sure you're comparing apples to apples.
Yeah.
Even with choice, we have 3 levels, and the bottom level is not very valuable. And I'm very transparent about that.
Okay.
Because I don't want anybody to get it and then be surprised that it has less coverage. But it's just like when you're buying car insurance or health insurance.
Yeah.
Buy the best you can afford for the most coverage.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I remember somebody was very specific on a certain home warranty they wanted, and I had the listing, and it was an older hot water heater, and she was very specific on the kind of the company, and I even looked it up, and I said, this home warranty doesn't even cover hot water heater, and water heaters.
Right.
I call them hot water
I do
heaters.
the same thing.
I know. And so, and I said, but I found choice, and she said, no, we want this one. I was like, okay, but and this hot water heater was literally 25 years old, and I was thinking to myself, well, next hot water heater I'm going to buy that one. But she got the wrong home warranty for the issue at hand, but she was just adamant on that particular one. So I do know Choice does a good job in the coverage and such, and hands-on, and you're definitely easy to get a hold of. So and then we'll have her contact information, and I'm sure we obviously have information on the warranties that we can add to the video too.
Absolutely.
So then there'll be your information at the end. So, because it's good not just for people who are selling their house, but a lot of people I know go ahead and they purchase them even for years in advance. I think they can have like a grouping of 5 years?
Up to 5 years, and it's discounted. So the more years you buy, the bigger discount.
Yeah.
And free months. So a 5-year is like $2,400 with 5 free months.
Oh, wow.
That's an amazing deal, actually. You lock in your price for 5 years. So.
And it is transferable to the new owner. And if they don't want it, it can be reimbursed.
It can. When you cancel there's a $25 cancellation fee, but it can be transferred with no fees.
Okay.
And you can cancel and get reimbursement with the exception of just the $25.
And it's a probate, so that's awesome.
Prorated.
Yeah, prorated amount. Well, that's great to know too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the great thing is if they list with you and your team in office, they get the free seller's coverage during the listing period. So
Oh wow.
that's all the systems will be covered during the listing at no charge. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Even more reason for this.
That's right.
And go with choice. So awesome. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time,
thank
and I've
you.
learned some things too, and I hope y'all did as well. And we'll have all of her contact information, and also maybe a link to
Sure.
the warranties and such, so that y'all can look it over. And we appreciate you watching. I hope you learned something.
Thank you.